Whoa! That doesn't sound too healthy, dangerous. Why don't you let's have this served?
Clutch! Depress the clutch! And I don't mean tell it your life story.
The first thing you notice is the light.
Tuesday, open your eyes and your heart to the wonder of a land of extremes. Bob Gild Off shares with us his knowledge and his passion for this amazing continent.
More peoples, more language, more cultures, more animals than anywhere else on our world. It is quite simply the most extraordinary, beautiful and luminous place on our planet.
Gild Off in Africa, 8 o'clock Tuesday, ABC.
I don't believe it.
Little Britain Series 3.
How long is it, Dudley?
Fight Cow! Fight Cow! Fight Cow! With all your favourite characters.
Help me! I'm a lady with a beard!
Everybody knows I am the only gay in the village.
Computer says no.
Packed with special features.
Hello.
Little Britain Series 3 out now on DVD. From ABC shops, ABC centres, leading retailers and online.
Spend Monday night with two extraordinary people. First up, a funny man with a serious side. Andrew Denton goes one-on-one with the legendary Billy Crystal. Then she survived a nightmare.
And I remember at that point wanting to die.
A remarkable story of courage and hope.
You believe your life is happier because of what happened to you.
Meet Alison.
We can find that strength inside ourselves, no matter who we are.
Enough Road, 9:35 Monday. Australia's new opera star will perform at the Sydney Opera House soon. But in the meantime, you have to find out who it is.
One winner.
Will it be raunchy Renee, sexy Roy, powerful John, dashing David, elegant Emily, or passionate Jodie? Which one is your favourite? Who will win?
Can our 6 finalists please move to the back of the room?
We have a winner.
Don't miss Opportunity Oz tomorrow.
Good evening, Joe O'Brien with ABC News. The US Secretary of State has cast doubt on reports that North Korea has agreed to stop nuclear tests. Condoleezza Rice says the rogue state appears bent on escalating the crisis. The North Korean leader Kim Jong-il reportedly told Chinese officials that North Korea would not conduct another test. Dr. Rice says she's convinced China is committed to enforcing sanctions against Pyongyang. Painful memories of the September 11 attacks have been rekindled with the discovery of more human remains at the World Trade Center site. It's been 5 years since the Twin Towers in New York collapsed, killing almost 3,000 people. The latest find was made by workers removing a temporary road that had been used to clear rubble from the site. Families of victims have called repeatedly for a thorough search of the grounds.
I'm outraged, but I am not surprised. For the last several years, I and other 9/11 family groups have been asserting the fact that human remains remain at ground zero.
Fewer than half of the victims whose remains have already been recovered have been identified. Human error and bad weather have been blamed for the helicopter crash in Nepal last month, which killed 24 people, including Australian woman Jill Bowling. A preliminary report has found fog was a factor and there was no mechanical failure of the helicopter, which had been chartered by the World Wildlife Fund. A major rescue operation was launched at Cottesloe Beach in Perth today after 15 people were caught in a rip and dragged out to sea. The swimmers were caught out by the rough conditions about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Off-duty lifeguards rescued the swimmers who were dragged 150 metres from the shore. Council rangers closed the beach. None of the rescued swimmers required medical attention. Media mogul Rupert Murdoch says he doesn't expect the Fairfax newspaper group to be broken up under the new media ownership laws. The News Corporation chairman insists his share rate on Fairfax was nothing but friendly, but he's not ruling out buying more Fairfax shares.
It's just a strategic holding. We don't have any particular plans for it. Certainly no plans to take over Fairfax.
Mr Murdoch has also indicated he's unlikely to make a takeover bid for a local TV network.
I think all the Australian television networks are pretty expensive. I do think that the legislation in its final form was still largely a form of protection for free television.
Mr Murdoch said the chief financial future for News Corporation shareholders is on the web. And listening to whales could make whale watching easier. Scientists have been recording and analysing the mysterious sounds in an attempt to learn more about their movements around the Southern Ocean.
Marine biologist Jason Gadamke has been studying whale sounds for almost a decade. He believes scientists can learn a lot from their vocalisations.
You can put a recorder on the bottom and determine, wow, even though we didn't suspect it, there might be whales down there during the wintertime. So I think acoustics really has the potential to expand what we know about these animals.
He's now studying the movement and distribution of whales in Antarctic waters. Their sounds have been recorded over a year on equipment mounted on the ocean bed. He also deployed sonar buoys on a recent voyage to the Southern Ocean, recording all underwater sounds for an hour every 30 nautical miles. He was surprised with the results.
We heard blue whales throughout the entire cruise area and on over a third of the 140 some odd sonobuoys that we put out. And this was a larger number of instances of recording blue whales than I had expected because there are so very few blue whales down there.
Sei whales and sperm whales were also recorded, but not minkies.
Despite the fact that there were a large number of minke whale sightings, we didn't record any specific sounds that we could absolutely say that those sounds came from minke whales.
The research will look at whether different species prefer different areas around Antarctica and at what stage they head north to breed. Nisha Harris, ABC News.
Now let's take a look at tomorrow's weather. Brisbane is expecting a few showers, Sydney an early shower, Perth early drizzle, Darwin hot, fine elsewhere. That's it from the ABC TV newsroom. To stay in touch, go to ABC Online and Radio News on the Hour. Have a great night.
This November, ABC Television celebrates.
Hello? I'm here for the party.
50 years of being part of Australians' lives.
Take a little bow.
With programs that take us back.
I never missed an episode, I swear, of Countdown.
Celebrating 50 years.
Good evening.
Reporting the nation.
Paul Barry from Four Corners. Remember me?
Next month.
Hello?
The tradition continues with more unforgettable programs.
Floating Brothel, a compelling homegrown documentary.
They were in a given situation and they made the best of it.
West Wing is voted back in for a brand new series.
Everyone disagrees with your assessment of the situation.
And the royal must-see drama.
If you carry on with this, you're going to be walking away from everything you have.
The premiere of The Queen's Sister.
I want to see my sister!
Celebrate 50 years of ABC.
No, we have 50 years of cross.
The greatest feat of engineering the ancient world has known.
Nothing that would ever happen in Egyptian society was quite as important as this.
How did they build underground with such precision?
They had a carpenter's square, they had a plumb bob, they had a piece of string to measure length.
Can new technology provide some answers?
The first time we can really begin to understand some of the secrets of the ancient builders.
Secrets of the Valley of the Kings, tomorrow.
On Australian Story, an awfully big adventure.
I think everyone is going to be fit enough to get there.
The crowd's finally cleared and we've got our first look at our challenge.
I think everybody's feeling pretty tired.
It's like breathing through a straw, you're nauseous, you've got a headache.
I think it was a good effort today by everyone.
It's going to take about 8 hours if I get all the way.
Getting High on Australian Story, 8 o'clock Monday.
Think Fearless, Thursdays.
I'm scared.
On ABC. At 8, discover a great white hoax.
Dolphins keep sharks away. Fiction.
On Catalyst. Then take a journey of the heart.
So we're all going to sleep together.
With Family Footsteps. At 9:30, tackle the criminal mind.
You've got a one-track mind, you know that?
On The Fisherman.
He'll tell you as much as he wants you to know.
There's a lot to think about.
It's so awesome.
Thursday on ABC.